I like the shirt you're rocking here.
Little old school.
Yeah, that is old school.
Old school Chiefs t-shirt. It's so comfortable too.
That's like that nice soft material. Yeah.
I was in Kansas City for a charity softball game that we do for Children's Mercy Hospital called the Big Slick, with the most amazing group of people that are part of it. I made good friends with Eric Stone Street, who's just such an incredible person, and he invited me to play in this game. And then, I mean, you have people like Paul Rudd, Heidi Gardner, Rob Riggle, like all these people that are involved, and they put this game on in Kansas City, so I get to go back every year, and we raised, $4 million for Children's Mercy Hospital. But when I was there, I stumbled into this T-shirt store that had all these old Chiefs and Kansas City barbecue shirts, and I went crazy. I was like throwing luggage away that I brought with me to fit these in my bag, because I always want to rep, that home state and home. Cooking and football and sports and the Royals and all of those things. But I was like, this one's dope. And I'm just still a massive Chiefs fan. So
did being in the NFL make you more or less of a football fan?
I mean, honestly, it made me less of a football fan for a long time, oddly, because I grew up going to Chiefs games, tailgating at 9 a.m. You're waiting in line to haul ass into the park, and you're jumping curbs in your truck, and my dad's truck. I was a child, but you're doing that to get in there and tailgate, and that atmosphere. And Kansas City is so amazing with that atmosphere that they bring to the games and to the parking lot and all of those things. But then playing in the NFL and college as well, you spend like just an absurd amount of hours breaking down film. I'm processing. Where's the safety? Where's the outside backer? Who's the mic? What's our front? Is it 3-4? Is it 4-2? What are we facing? Where's the depth of the? And it like kind of fries your brain in watching football. And then being a salty a-hole offensive lineman, I'm protective of what we do. And when I was done playing football, like if you go to a bar to watch a football game, I'm breaking down the film, so that's not fun.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, oh, the safety's rolling. Like, that's not how you watch football. You're like, dude, I need chicken wings and beer. Like, let's go.
Right.
And then there's some idiot at the table behind me when like a sack happens, and he's like, oh, their O-line sucks. And I'm like, hey, buddy, they brought 7. There's 5 O-linemen. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. Like, it's that kind of thing. So it kind of ruined it for a while.
Sure.
Because I would just hear idiots or not be able to enjoy the game because I'm breaking it down. And I think a little bit with wrestling now, like I'm so in, like it's hard to sometimes sit back and just enjoy a match. Like you want to process it. What are they doing? Is the timing right? All of those things. So it made me less of a fan for a while. And then I was able to, I guess, forget all that, and now I can just sit and enjoy and watch.
How close were you to actually taking a snap in a game in the NFL?
I mean, I played in 7 or 8, 9, 10 preseason games probably, and I was the number 2 guard. It was practice squad for like 95% of my career, and then I got activated for a game in Arizona. But they carried 7 active offensive linemen or 8 at some times, and then 2 practice squad guys. So you're the backup. So if the guy in front of me goes down, the very next week I'm going to plug in there. That's where I'm going to step up and be the number 1. And so I was pretty close a few times, but I was behind, Alan Faneca, who is going to be a Hall of Famer. These offensive linemen that were just incredible, and they stayed healthy, and that was just great for them, unlucky for me in a sense. And like Deuce Latouille was another just unbelievable offensive guard. Levi Brown playing left tackle. So I wasn't gonna, these guys are all pro players.
Sure.
They're high draft picks. I came from a Division II school. 1% of college athletes play in the NFL, and I made it out of Division II. So like when you look at that, that's an unreal achievement. That I was essentially on an NFL roster for 3 years.
Yeah.
And to do that as a Division II football player who is undrafted, I thought I was getting drafted to Kansas City for sure. I was like, they had the last pick that year.
You were going to be Mr. Irrelevant?
I thought for sure, because it was so funny, because I did a workout for the Chiefs. When you do your combine, you do all that stuff, then the Chiefs brought me in for a private workout. And then the draft week, they called me like 17 times. Like, hey, we love you. The O-line coach is calling me. Everybody's calling me. I'm like, dude, I'm going to go to Kansas City. Like, what a dream come true.
Yeah.
Arizona is calling as well, and Philly. And I had a ton of teams with a ton of interest. And Indy sold me. I was like a preferred free agent. So technically I committed to Indy before the draft was over, that if I didn't get drafted, that's where I was going.
Gotcha.
They sold me because they were like, we are huge on small school guys. Here's a whole motivational video on small school guys that make it. And Philly offered me more money, and I should have gone there. And in retrospect, is what I thought, because they had 2 linemen go down like the first week of training camp. And I was like, I would be in like the mix. But the draft was going on, and Kansas City was calling me during the draft. And my O-line coach was like, dude, you're going to be Mr. Irrelevant. They have last pick. And then they took Ryan Suckup, the kicker, who, Hall of Fame career he's having, so they made a good choice there. And so, but yeah, I mean, my career was great. I had fun. I played in preseason games, and it got me to where I am now. Like, if I played in a game, that would have been awesome. Obviously, it's more money when you're on active roster versus practice squad, but you're still making one heck of a living working practice squad. Now it's all changed. Like when I played, like an old man here saying, back in my day, they only carried 8 practice squad guys on a team. Now they're up to like 15. So like your chances are better because you have a longer time to try to make it. Essentially, there's more opportunity for guys to make it when you're running 15 practice squad guys. And now like there's more injuries, it seems like, in the NFL. I don't know if it's the turf. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the game has just progressed that it's more physical. Guys are faster. I have no idea. But you look at the first couple of weeks of the season already, there's been dudes that have been taken out for the season. Yeah. And it's crazy. So these other guys are going to get a chance to step up. And, when I played, it was that same O-line in Arizona for nearly 3 years that I was stuck behind. So